Hello everyone. So I'm sitting in my race seat at the moment, but it's not in my race car because we want to try and show you a little bit about the seat, the position, and how we come to this. So the crazy thing in F1 cars is you sit pretty much lying down, like as you can see, like your legs are kind of up here and you're like this. I feel like we're probably even more tilted in the real car, but so already the position is quite weird. The seat is molded completely to us, and then they make a carbon shell out of it, and then we get a little bit of padding just so we don't get bruises basically, and just for comfort. But why we need to be so fixed is that all the force through the car, the G-forces, all comes through our body, and essentially we need the seat to assist us trying to stay in the car. With your legs, you want a little bit of a bend so that you can generate a lot of power with your brake. If you have like your legs too straight, you don't get much force, so you want to be using your glutes to hit the pedal. So we're probably something like this, and then that's the motion we can use. The accelerator is quite soft, so like we don't need to do too much there as far as strength wise, but really the braking is, I know we're still quite skinny because it's a lightweight sport, but we have a lot of hidden muscle. But I've been known to have a pretty big seat on me, if you know what I mean. So a lot of power generated from these legs and this tush. And then what else? We've got then actually the belts. So belts come around. So we have the waist, we call lap straps, come in, and they're as tight as you can deal with. Then we have two under here, which are the crotch straps. So they come in, and yeah, things get a little personal. But again, all this helps us stay in the car, and twisting and turning we want to avoid as much as possible. So then they clip to that, and then we have the shoulders come over, and we yank on those, and we're basically, F1 cars are not comfortable, all right? That's what I'm getting at. This is no Sunday drive. This is racing. This is pure. Andreas is leaning over us right now. He's a racer at heart, and he loves this more than anything. Woo!
What about your eyesight? Because you're so low in the car.
Yeah.
Do you see like the steering wheel? How much does that like block your vision?
Yes, so that's probably the last thing, and maybe the most important thing is, so a lot of the onboard cameras you'll see are above us. So when you be watching on TV, you'll get the onboard camera, but you have to remember that's not our eye line. That is way above our eye line. So everything you see in front, we don't see. So our eye line is very low relative to the car. So we see like the top of the tire. We don't see the wheels, we don't see the ground, we don't see the front wing. All that stuff is really just like reference points. So yeah, you don't see much. And then like peripheral, our headrest probably comes to here, so we can kind of see out there, but we don't see, and if we turn our head, we're staring at the headrest, so you don't see much. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but visibility is pretty insane. So I think like when you might see like a driver bang wheels with someone, or like misjudge a curb, or hitting someone's hitting the front wing, yes, like we should know better, but honestly a lot of the time you don't see it, so you're trying to just gauge how close you are. And I feel I've always been one to maybe be a bit more on the side of caution, especially with the front wing. So like if I'm getting a slipstream, I'll try to pull out still with a bit of margin, where some drivers play with every last bit. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't feel the risk is worth the reward, but you're probably going to get the move anyway. But yeah, it's tough. Someone's doing donuts over there. Don't know what's going on. That's about it. And then getting in and out is really hard. This is quite easy now, but in the race car, it's after sitting in here for like 90 minutes, 2 hours after a race, you're sweating, you're dehydrated, you're sore. Getting out of the car actually requires a lot of effort. So, yep. Adios.